Ryan.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, Robert Howard.
Robert, hi. I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Taylor, good to meet you too.
Come on in. Have a seat.
How are you doing today, Taylor?
Good. Good. How was your trip over?
A little bit chilly. Coming down from south, we're not used to the brisk weather up here, but
yes.
Enjoying the crisp air, definitely.
No, that's good. That's good. We made sure we had a nice day for you.
No, I appreciate it. Taylor, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and plug my laptop
in.
In case it's come on its last leg here.
Oh, I know the feeling. All the traveling and everything like that running around.
Well, I know you're a big White Sox fan, and so... Man, coming from Texas, I don't know if you watched the World Series this year, but...
I did. It's just too bad about your Rangers. It
was a bit of a heartbreaker. It was an emotional roller coaster, to say the least.
Well, I guess they had a better season than the Twins did. They're in Minnesota. But, it's always happy to have baseball. It's something about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited, though. That's hockey season, and I can watch the Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't get quite as much traction with hockey in Texas.
No. Well, you took away Minnesota's team. With Dallas. But something about Texas and hockey just doesn't fit.
No. Too hot.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Taylor, last time we talked... First of all, I just want to kind of go back and let you know that John spoke so highly of you.
Oh, thanks.
I know that SuperValu and your grocery stores have had a long time relationship, and he just loved working with you, and so I'm excited to continue to pursue that relationship and figure out how we can meet your needs.
Sure. Oh, great. Yeah. How's he doing with retirement? Have you heard from him at all?
I try not to because he's loving it too much.
Oh, that's good.
I don't want to hear about the golf courses every day.
Oh, I know.
Sure. Okay.
He loved golf.
He did. So Taylor. The way that John set it up for me is that you're supposed to have some material from the last meeting that you looked over.
A little bit. There wasn't a whole lot of information on it, and honestly, I've been so busy because I'm the only marketing director for the 7 stores. So I'm just trying to get everything and gather, and that's why I wanted to have you come down as well.
Sure. Well, I appreciate you reaching out to us. We've really enjoyed serving your company in all the other areas of the business, and so I think that this is a perfect fit for kind of coming alongside you and helping to build up your web presence.
Okay.
And so kind of what I'd like to do the next 15 minutes or so is get a better picture of where Baroviax is in terms of web presence and where you'd like to be. And I appreciate you being a forward-thinking business leader and reaching out to us. I think we have a lot of opportunity here.
Well, great. Yeah, currently we do have a website that we use, and it is maintained. My nephew does it.
Okay.
It's great value. It costs us like $5.95 a month, and he's a store employee, so he kind of does it as part of his job. But he'll be leaving soon, so I'm not sure how long he'll be able to maintain that. But I've been looking at some of our competitors' sites and trying to see how can we can we add things to our site just to make it a little bit better? Maybe make it that we don't have to update it. That updating it's easier, especially if he starts running out of time. Because it's a priority for me, but I don't know if it will be a priority for him. And just kind of seeing how can we just kind of continue to still look competitive and not look small town and outdated, even though. We create such a hometown. We don't, we keep that
hometown proud.
Hometown proud, exactly. But we don't want to look small town necessarily. I mean, we want to keep that feeling, but we want to make sure that
I think there's a sweet spot in there.
Right. We're we're going and we're looking that we're up to date. We're not this old has been place to shop.
Okay. So Taylor, as you kind of look at some of your competitors' websites, what has been attractive to you?
I like seeing their ads, their coupons, being able to find some recipes. I saw some video cooking demonstrations.
Yeah, those are really popular.
Yeah, and I really like that. I signed up for a couple of accounts, because it's part of my job, right?
It's good research.
Exactly. And kind of going through there and then going back and, checking out like what do they have the next week, and it's showing me things that I already kind of looked at or similar items. So it remembered kind of what I looked at the first time.
So overall, it sounds like you're talking about you like the high level of customization of other websites and personability.
Yes, but I don't want our website to look like like a corporate site that, if I had a store over in California, they might have the same, like when you go to superwalmart.com,
right.
I know if I go to that website here in Illinois, or if I'm traveling, I'm going to see that same website. I'm going to see this corporate look.
Right.
And I don't want that because that doesn't give me that hometown, that community type feeling that our stores have.
Right. And I think, like you said, there's a sweet spot in there that you can get all the functionality that you want, but not have that cold steel, not warm feel.
Right. Right.
Okay. And then, so you kind of talk about what you liked in your competitors, but what would you like to see in your stores?
I would like, I'd like to be able to have our stores and our customers be able to go in there and maybe create some custom page, not a custom page for themselves, but that some information, maybe that they can create a shopping list.
Okay.
If they can create a list that maybe there's certain items that anytime they go to the grocery store, make sure it's on the list. Like even something fun as, simple as milk or bread, or, kind of the typical things. I want them to be able to utilize it, maybe some coupons, because they might forget the paper at home and they're at work. But I need it to be easy because of our demographics.
Right.
The other thing is, and I don't know if you can do it, is we have a fuel plan.
Pump Perks?
Pump Perks, yes. And currently we have a third-party site they have to go to, and I've had a lot of concern from my customers that, especially some of the older folks, that I'm going to this site and I don't know.
Right, it doesn't tie in.
Right, it doesn't tie in. They're concerned, especially the first time, that why are these people getting my information and how is it going to be used? So there's some hesitation. So a lot of people don't even, register their card, and they're losing out on extra points and things like that.
And Taylor, I know from your perspective, that's a great program.
Yes.
And that's a silly hurdle to have to overcome for your customers because it's such a great opportunity for them.
Right, exactly. So I want to make it somehow tied in whether it links to that site, but that it still looks like our site.
Right.
It's our brand, that they feel like they're still with the same company.
Sure. So overall, there's just the internet it's not the way of the future. It's here now. 5 years ago it was the future, and so
absolutely,
these features you're talking about, a couple of years ago they would have been inaccessible. They wouldn't have been feasible, for us to be talking about. But now, kind of the things that your competitors are doing, that's standard. And so, you're a visionary thinker, and while you and I might not both be IT people, we're both forward-thinking business people.
Right.
So, from where you are now to where you want to be, you've given me some of the features, but what's your vision? Like overall, what do you want consumers to think about? Kind of tying in your marketing with your website. How do you want that to build your brand?
I want them to continue to know that this is it's a competitive place to shop.
Okay.
But I'm going to get the best service.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm going to have a personal experience, whether I'm on the website or whether I'm in the store, and that experience is going to be the same experience, and that I'm going to spend money. I want my consumer to come in and spend, $20, $50, I want them to do their shopping here. I don't want them to feel like I'm not going to get as good of a value because I might pay a little bit more.
Right.
Because the more I can bring business in, obviously the better pricing I can get from SuperValu on my products.
Absolutely.
So I want to continue to build that. We're a very community-based company. We employ a lot of people in the community, as well as do a lot of sponsorship.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the segments of customers that are shopping in grocery stores today. Here's what we've got. Here are kind of the main demographics and types of people that are shopping your stores. And you really hit on all of those. The new value shopper is the person who, like you said, price is important too. They want to make sure they're getting the best value. And you already offer that.
Right.
We just need to do a better job of making that information accessible. With the techno consumer, that is being able to compute on a mobile platform.
Right.
So they can walk through your stores and say, oh, wow, look at this digital coupon.
And I like that because I see so many people either on their phone or texting or something as they're walking through the store.
Right.
And I think that's important because so many people have that. And with all the different online coupons, it's a great way to do it. And we don't do that right now.
And just kind of like you're saying, people like to walk through the store on their phones. And, maybe back 10 years ago, you all are able to offer the personability and the service. But people are just, there's more independent now.
Yes.
And they would rather, Google it on their phone.
Yes.
Than talk to someone, which is odd because you and I are so personable.
Right.
But that's the way it's going. So, and then the indulgent shopper is someone who would really like to take advantage of your shopping list, your receipts, your specials. They're the ones who are going to come in and they're going to try the exotic teas, and they're going to try the organic type of Hormel natural choice lunch meats.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
right. They're going to, and that's good because we do bring in, a variety of items, and we like to try different things
absolutely.
as well.
And then, the list maker is the kind of as well a value-minded mom who, they've got 5 kids, and one kid wants the Fruit Loops, and one kid needs their baby food, and the other one, and the dad's asking to bring them steak.
Absolutely. I think I'm that person.
If it's on a list, I can't remember it.
I know the feeling.
Sure. So I don't want to feature jump on you today. I don't want to bring in a whole lot of IT, but if we could provide a solution that would not be a headache for you, where we could jump from this website, which has got some basic things, to to this, which is the future.
Oh, that's definitely got some kind of a better look to it.
And Taylor, all it would take is one day for both of us to work together.
Okay.
And that investment would yield. I mean, it would open up so many doors.
Okay.
And what's incredible is, I understand that sometimes websites can be kind of scary. The thought of building one.
Right.
I don't want you to even think about that.
Okay, good, because I was going to say I have an IT staff of pretty much zero. I have someone who does kind of the computer stuff in the store, but
sure,
website presence is not their thing. That's why my nephew's doing it.
Right, and I know with your nephew leaving, you are so wise and starting to think ahead and say, okay, what's the next step? How can we be sustainable?
Right.
And I don't want you to just be sustainable. I want you to thrive.
Yeah, and we need to. I mean,
right.
Gosh, I'm really attracted to that website.
So, Taylor, what I'm thinking is that we could go from here to here in a day, and all it would take, is a couple pages of information from you, and then we could schedule a time to meet with, you and whoever else you think would be a relevant decision maker.
Sure.
And so, kind of going from here, you bring up the different needs that you have. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of your customers. I love that you are so committed to not being corporate.
Right.
I have a hometown grocery store that I like to shop in, because I know the owner, because they know my name. The butcher knows exactly what I'm going to order, and they know what.
Exactly, we have a lot of customers coming in our store like that, and they expect that.
Right.
Now this kind of looks like a lot. I mean, obviously you can tell the difference. I mean, what kind of price point are we looking at? Because I'm a little concerned on that. Because that looks, I've done some research. I've talked with GSN. They sent me a proposal. So we're trying to create a budget and a plan that I can take to the owners.
Sure. And for you to be as well armed as you can to take your plan to the owners, I'm not gonna quote you on a price right now, because our products aren't. I'm not gonna pull it out of a box and say, boom, here you guys, here's your website.
Okay.
And so, kind of where we go from here is that we'll be talking about the 2 main priorities we're talking about here are accessibility and for your consumers, and flexibility to grow on in the future.
Okay.
And so to do that, I'm not asking you to sign up for anything today. I don't want you to pay me. I don't want your money. I just want to say, hey, let's continue this conversation.
Okay.
And so to do that, to get the flexibility that we need, we'd be talking about the advanced package, and then consumer interactive. That's going to tie into. Let me go to our segment. That's going to tie into the techno consumer who's going to want to be online working there.
Okay.
Digital coupons. That's our value shopper. And then the electronic communications package, that's going to be the indulgent shopper.
Okay.
Where, come Thanksgiving, you're running specials on some turkey you don't really have. They're going to say, oh, that sounds fun. I'd like to try that.
Right.
And then the social media package, that's going to tie right back into your techno consumers, kind of where they already are. And so you're meeting them in a place where they already spend a lot of time. And finally, online shopping package. It's just a great option that many other stores offer that I think it would be wise for us to say, just here's what it would look like if it was in BaroVX.
Okay. So what I'll do, so if you'll put all this together now, I don't necessarily have to have these all.
Oh no! All we're saying here today, Taylor, is let's continue this conversation.
Okay.
And by filling this out, you help me customize a presentation for you.
Okay.
And give me some research in depth. You're saying I'm going to give you some research and data so that you can effectively use my time when we talk next.
Okay. Okay. And then you'll have some more pricing then?
The next conversation will be about pricing, and we put this together, and you say, Robert, I like your consumer package and I like your online package, but I don't think we're ready for this. That's okay.
Okay.
But to make informed decisions, we need good information.
Okay.
So if you can okay this right here,
okay,
we can continue this conversation. And then just kind of as I'm thinking, one of the things that you brought up that I love, and before when I was doing some research on your stores, the whole hometown proud piece. I don't know. I have a vision for your grocery stores. I think that you're operating in kind of tight-knit, smaller communities. You have that customer loyalty that so many grocery stores wish they had, but just will never get.
Right.
And so, what if we were able to build a web package where you all partner with schools in the community. You got Baroviac's Player of the Week, and you had their profile on there, or you had
I like that idea. I'm gonna have to run with that one.
Sure, or you had Baroviac's hometown leaders, hometown proud community service leaders. And it just. I'm excited to dig into this and really explore and sink my teeth into.
So we can do all those types of things. That's good to know.
And so I want to give your website a warmth and almost like a wood grain feel, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Kind of like sitting in your grandpa's favorite big leather chair.
Sure.
And you just feel safe there.
Sure.
So I'm excited to put this together and dig around and talk to my people. And then, once we continue our conversation, to just really put together a package that's going to serve your needs and really surprise your customers in a way that they never thought was possible.
Okay.
All right.
Is there, how long is this going to take for you to assess everything? Or,
Sure.
I mean, because right now we're kind of going into a really busy season.
Absolutely. It'll take us about a week to put all the data together and do the research. And I know you're in a busy season, and so it doesn't really bother me when we meet next. If it's 1 week or 2 weeks or a month, that's okay. I'll talk to your secretary, and then we can kind of go from there. And
that would be great.
What would be most convenient for us to slot into your schedule?
Okay, and you said it would be a day?
It would be a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Just one day to jump. From here to here, and really not even there. We're going beyond that.
Oh, okay. So, that's good to know. Yeah. Okay, well, great. Well, I will look forward to having you send me all the information, and I guess if I have any questions, I can give you a call.
Okay.
And we can see where we can go from there.
Well, I think John will be proud of us today.
I think so. I hope so. I appreciate it.
Well, hey, thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert.
I'm excited about this relationship.
Right. Well, I look forward to working with you. Yeah, you have some big shoes to fill, so just be prepared.
Well, Taylor, don't tell anybody, but you might be at the top of my favorite customer list.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, and if you think of anything else, you've got my card.
Yes, I do.
Feel free to shoot me an email or drop me a call and say, hey, Robert, I thought of this. Will you dig into this a little more for me? I'd love to take care of that for you.
Well, great. Or if I think of an idea or see something, I can probably just shoot it over to you
and
say, I like this website and I like this idea.
In fact, that'd be great. I would love anything you can think of.
Okay, that would be great. Well, I appreciate it.
Okay, well, this was fun. I really enjoyed this.
Thank you. Well, have a great afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll get to my next meeting.
Okay.
Hopefully you got some charge on your computer.
I think so.
I'll have to plug mine in next. And I can show you out of my office.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, Robert. Have a